Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Um, you might have guessed, you might not have, but we've got t1shero here again with us, running the Tower of Turmoil, 80%, Loop 1, 1.03. So I'm gonna have to ask you what the 1.03
It's
means very soon.
yeah,
But first, I would just like to say thank you to SJ4IY for donating $5, saying good luck to Shiro.
thank you so much, SJ.
Hey.
Well, technically, I'll be working my way up to a boss. All right, so the version 1.0.3, he has two releases. He has 1.0.1, which is buggy, really buggy. So he released this one, a patched update. This is an NES homebrew. This game in particular was developed with NES Maker, really old, the old version 4.0.1. So you see a little bit jankiness and moving and platforming and stuff, but and the creator of this game is Cut Across. He is a really good friend. He's a very good NES dev, and he is a one-man team. He creates his own soundtrack and all this. So this is a great game, and he's an awesome guy. All right, so the timer is going to start when I hit start. So once again, do another countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So pretty much the point of this game is you have to climb the top of the tower. We're going to be getting into different colored floors, and they all somewhat represent something. Like, I'll explain. Like, they introduce new stuff to the game. So right now we are going to be entering the first floor, the red room. So it's pretty much basic platforming on how to jump. And I like at the beginning of these, it shows a controller with the inputs, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this is just a simple room. Nothing too complicated, nothing too hard. Alright, now we get to the gold room, which introduces enemies and how to attack with your sword. And projectiles. There's a little trick that I found out here with this. With everything you can bounce off when you down stab. So the projectiles that it shoots, if you jump just right, you can bounce up and skip having to jump, because jumping in this game is jank. If you pay attention, when you land, you sometimes bounce. Alright, so this is the worst floor in the game. This introduces spikes. And if you touch a spike, you're dead. So this is not a fun room, especially if you're trying to go fast. It's very deadly. Especially this part coming up. You have to have very precise jumps. And the jump jank just killed me there. What it does, you bounce, so it eats your input. But yeah, so when you die, it just brings you back to the start. There's no lives or anything, so you can keep dying and dying and it won't matter. This doesn't have the true NES difficulty. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be done. Alright, so this introduces another thing to the game, which I think you only see it in this area. These wall spikes. And once again, you can, as you see me down stabbing, I bounce off of it, and that's to protect me from taking damage. Alright, we are at the first blue room, which introduces springs. It's really simple to navigate this. You don't have to jump, you just walk on it. This is the hardest part because you have these springs underneath there, but there is a little trick with these springs. With the way NES Maker is, if you jump while you're in the air, it cancels the bounce. I'm gonna get this health to be safe. Alright. Now we are at the dark blue room, which introduces fans. The fans are fun to mess around with. And once again, the fans have a problem too. If you face the opposite way, it doesn't work. Alright, missed that jump. There we go. Yeah, you see me keep going back to the previous screen. It's to reset this room. Because these fans are on a timer. Alright, so this floor, the purple floor, it's a maze. If you can figure out the maze, you're awesome. Because it took me quite a while to figure this out when I first was going through this. And that's it. We're done with that floor. Now, this is the silver floor, and it shows off everything that you pretty much learned all the way. And this is the end of this room, and we are ready for the boss. This guy is fairly simple. Flies around, shoots 3 balls, and lands. So yeah, pretty much, if you can time it just right when he's falling, just jump and attack. So he doesn't land on the ground. You want to avoid that, because that just wastes a lot more time. But this fight does have a game-breaking bug. If you down-stab the fireball, it locks up the game. Alright, we're at Boss 2. A creepy face. So if you have to keep an eye out for the bottom of the screen, because there's spikes that pop out. But with the spikes, whoops, you can downstab them. Alright, this guy is actually being very nice to me. Except for then. Oh my god. Game. I'm blaming the controller. It's not me. It's never me. It's always... If you're a speedrunner and you say it's your fault, are you even speedrunning? Alright, now we are at the final fight. The heart of the castle. The strat is you're supposed to jump to the right side, but with the hitbox, oh, time. With the hitbox on them, you can just attack from underneath at the peak of your jump. Alright, that was a quick one. That was a really quick one. And then... Did my headset die, or is...
Hello.
Oh, hello. I was like, did my headset die? I don't hear anything.
Sorry, I was just helping up the following runner. Yeah. So up next, we've got Fire and Rescue, and there is, as I said before, there is no way you're gonna guess who. There's just no chance guessing who it is. Any closing statements for this one here, t1shero?
If you want to check out more homebrews from Cutter, he's working on an NES Paint program that uses the SNES mouse and the zapper, which I would definitely go check it out. He also has another game that you played Turbo Tunnel for Battletoads, right? He made a Turbo Tunnel the game, which is Unlimited Turbo Tunnel. So definitely, if I were you, I would definitely check out Cutter Cross.
So yeah, up next, Fire and Rescue.
I have a guess. I have a guess for who the next runner is. Is it another boss?
Is that me?
Yeah, well, probably. Oh. It's another boss.
Oh, great, something to look forward to.
All right, we'll be up there with that one soon.